What's going on, everyone? My name is Optimus, and today I'll be doing something a little bit different than what I typically do here on the channel. Instead of doing, like, I don't know, a story time or, like, just a straight-up commentary about something, today I'm going to actually be doing a pub stomping commentary, just going really back to the classics for, Call of Duty YouTubers. So, in today's video, we will be playing Domination on Nuketown back on Black Ops 3. I recently picked this game back up, and I actually, in this video, challenged my personal best that I ever did in Black Ops 3, which was a 82-14 game of domination on Nuketown. So then coming back into this solo, I actually did that with a party of 6. Not only did I have the strategic effect of having teammates who could coordinate with me and everything, but in this, I went completely solo. I had the, random teammates, I guess. I joined into a lobby, and I just started doing pretty well. I didn't meet my personal best. I was actually trying to surpass that and go for that 100 kill gameplay, but I just couldn't pull that off. And I blame that mostly on the fact that the second half, I think, could have opened up a little bit more and done a lot better if I had, the enemies really started pushing a little harder, and they were doing a lot better than what they did in the first half. In the first half, I was able to control basically everything about my game, but I was getting held down by the enemies a little bit in the second round. They started getting score streaks, rolling thunders, stuff like that. They started pushing my teammates back, so I wasn't getting all of that support, and a lot more of the load kind of came on me until my teammates started getting some score streaks. But anyway, when I was going into the end of the first round, I realized I probably wasn't going to get that 100 threshold because I only had 46 kills going into it, which, I wasn't complaining, obviously. 46 kills at the half is pretty good. And I think another problem as to why I couldn't hit that 100 is because the objectives were really... They were in our favor, obviously, most of the time because we won this game 200 to 154, but I think if our opponents could have gotten some more, double caps, maybe even a couple triple caps, I probably could have gotten really close to 100 if I also wasn't slowed down. A lot of things would have had to have went into my favor there, but I think if the game might have been like a 200 to 190 kind of game, like one of those really gritty and close games, I probably could have gotten really close to the 100 threshold because I would have had a little bit more time also to, pull off this 100 kill gameplay. But obviously in Domination, the more spaced out that the score is, that means that the game took longer. If, a game is 200 to 190, it took longer because there was more competition, and the score stretched out longer unless it meets the time limit. But if it's like a 200 to 10 game, it didn't take long at all, obviously. But I've actually played in games like that where we actually stomped the opponents so bad that I think the best we ever did was a 200 to 8 game in Domination, and that was just insane. We only dropped 30 kills apiece because of it, but the fact that we hit 74 in this game, coming back into Black Ops 3, that's pretty good because I was really good at Black Ops 3. I'm better in Infinite Warfare. I don't know if there might be a reason behind that. Maybe the maps play more into my favor. But in Black Ops 3, I was really good when I played SMGs. And even when I played some ARs, I was really good. But in Infinite Warfare, I just can't play SMGs. So if I want to go for SMGs, which for me, historically, I do better with SMGs. Black Ops 3, therefore, is going to be a better game for me to try and go for this on. In Infinite Warfare, the best I've done so far, I think, is a 62 and 15 gameplay. So it was really close, but the crazy thing about that was actually in a team deathmatch. So the score limit was only 100. We barely didn't meet the score limit. It was a tie because it was a really small lobby, too. But I think if that were a domination game, I probably could have dropped at least 120 because I was doing really good that game, and I'm really good on that map. I think it was either Scorcher or Skydock that I did that on. I can't really remember. But enough about that. We're in Black Ops 3 here. Nuketown was not one of my favorite maps when I actually played this game during its life cycle, going back into 2016 up until Infinite Warfare. This was not one of my favorite maps because I didn't like to play really fast-paced. I didn't really try to pub stomp. I just tried to go for wins and get my KD up and stuff like that. And I played with parties and stuff like that, so I wasn't really just all over the map. I wasn't trying to get, 100 kills and stuff like that. I was just trying to ball out and play really well. But now that I'm revisiting the game, I'm going to try and do a little bit more pub stomping. So this is really my first pub stomp video, I guess. I don't even know if this is classified as pub stomping because it was only 74 kills. However, I think it might be pub stomping because obviously I pub stomped the other team in public matches. But, one of these days we're finally going to get 100. I've never done that before in Black Ops 3. I did it once in Black Ops 2. I did it on Turbine. I had 4 Warthogs. I got a 112 game. that was pretty crazy, but, you know, I've never done that since. That was the first and only time I've ever done that, and I'm going back and trying to do some pub stomping now, so I think eventually I'm probably going to hit it. But my VMP setup is actually really good. See, what I ran this time around is I decided to run quick draw because I can pull the gun up faster, and obviously grip because it helps the recoil and accuracy of the weapon. And I also, a lot of people either go for stock or fast mags, or I mean stock, or they'll go for like long barrel. See, stock is good because obviously while you're ADSing you have more movement and stuff, and you know, extended mag and stuff like that, you have more ammo. But I did decide to go with fast mags instead of going with like long barrel, because on Nuketown you're not really going to be playing a lot of really long range battles unless you go in the windows. So going with fast mags, especially since I was trying to move around the map as fast as possible, get as many kills as possible, I need to eliminate my reload speed, I need to be able to get back into gunfights quicker, and fast mags allows you to do that. I also ran scavenger to help me with my ammo. So going into the second half of this game, I mean, like I said, the first half I kind of knew I wasn't going to hit that 100 threshold because I already had played a game against these opponents, and I knew that if there was a lobby that I, you know, could really do it against, this could be one of those lobbies because they were unable to do a lot versus me. I had a game before that where I joined in like, I don't know, maybe a minute or 2 minutes in, and it was already like 20-17, and I still dropped 60 on them. And that was my first game of the day. I just gotten online, I had just started playing, and just to drop 60 like that, fresh off of Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare, I thought that was pretty impressive. And then to go for 74, 75 in this game, I thought was also really impressive. But if I hadn't been stopped, I really do wonder how well I would have done. I'd have probably gotten at least into the 90s. Another problem that I was having against this team is that they were really, the way they were spawning is they were coming out like 3 at a time, because I was getting a lot of double kills. I was getting a good amount of triple kills. My teammates were getting kills. So they were spawning in bulk. And a major problem with that is like, usually opponents tend to follow each other out of their spawn. So like if I would go into a lane and I would try and get them out of spawn, I would be facing potentially 2, 3, or even 4 players at one time right out of spawn. And a problem that I have in those situations, a lot of people will go with the smart tactic and they'll go for like 1 at a time, but I don't do that. I don't know if it's maybe that I just tense up and I decide to try and like spread the damage across all 4 of them, but that's what I typically do, and I think you'll see that in this gameplay a few times. You'll see like 3 people, and instead of focusing on one, dropping them, going to the second, dropping them, and then, you know, then on and then on, I would try to go for the entire group at once and just spray across them while ADSing. And that doesn't work because obviously, like, if you have a 1 target versus 3 targets, and he's spreading all of his damage out against all 3 of them in the same amount of time that you have like 3 targets on 1 target, the damage output's going to be a lot different, and it's going to be a lot easier for them to combine and take you down. But I think maybe if not only the opponents hadn't done better in the second round, but I could have fixed that issue and, you know, gone for the 1 at a time in those situations, I probably could have gotten to at least 90. If the first round had played like the second round regardless, I would have usually, and by average, I would have had 92 kills. Things happen, obviously. Could not hit the 100 in this gameplay, could not hit the personal best in this gameplay, but I do think here soon I'll have one of those videos for you guys here on Black Ops 3. Let me know if you guys would like to see that by dropping a like on this video, and, you know, subscribe if you're brand new around here. So that's basically all there is for this commentary, guys. If you would like to see a 100 kill game, you gotta let me know. Drop a like. If you're brand new around here, subscribe. If you were impressed by this, go ahead and hit share. Share with a friend. Let them see how this gameplay went. Maybe we can get some more people into this community, help grow the channel. Thank you guys for watching this video. Until next time, this is Optimus, signing out.